Hello everyone, how's everyone today? Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, we have a fairly large task ahead of us today. We are going to harvest a large field of canola. It's like 475 acres, something like that. And we are going to use Courseplay. We're going to use 4 harvesters running on Courseplay. And yeah, I know we've not done that yet on FS22. But they've had another little bit of an update. You notice that grain cart that was on our left when we passed it, and there's our truck sitting there. So actually that red grain cart that we passed is our bucket, or our buffer cart. This right here is our grain cart. We will chase these 4 harvesters with the grain cart, and we will empty that grain cart into the buffer cart, and then the truck will haul from our buffer cart. It'll be set up on Autodrive. It'll haul from the buffer cart to the yard silo. So I've already got these guys all set up. They're already programmed in, and I think what we're going to do is we're just going to get on with it. We want this guy 2 right, not 1 right, 2 right. Harvest 4 harvesters, so we'll just tell him to go to work. Okay, let's go the other way here. This guy is programmed in. We want him to go to the first waypoint, 1 right. We'll tell him to go to work. All right, we'll go to the next one. We'll start him. Let's see. All right. He'll go to the first waypoint. Actually, you know, I may be getting away with myself. This is wrong. This is 2 left. I'm sorry. It's 2 left is the first one. The second one will be 1 left. The third one will be 1 right, which is correct. All right, we'll get him fired off, and we'll get into the next one. This guy will be 2 right. So we got 2 right, 1 right, 1 left, 2 left. All right, and we're going to start him off at the first waypoint. All right, if you're ready, we're going to fire these guys off and see what happens. Oh, I figured that. They're going to go every which way. All right. Which is ridiculous. I have no idea why. All right, we'll go back this way. Let's shut this guy down. Back him up. All right, let's go over here to this guy. Let's back him up. I think maybe we had them all sitting pretty close together. maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to Courseplay. All right. All right. Now let's try this again. And we'll back this guy up. Oh, what a mess. All right. Let's try it again. 2 left. 1 left. Now they should run. That should be right. All right. And this is 1 right. And this should be 2 right. All right. Yeah, maybe they're going to stop and do what they need to do now. Well, it looks good so far. Now I've got these guys, their convoy distance is 407 or 450 feet. So that might be a little bit too much, I don't know. But we're going to find out. I wanted to give them every chance that I could. So he's fired off. All right, we'll wait for number 3. All right, number 4, don't get in a hurry. All right, there's number 3. And we'll wait for number 4. And number 4 should kind of ease in there. There he goes. All right. Very good. Now we'll get over here and we'll get in our grain cart. And we'll go, and I want to get these guys emptied out. These class harvesters, they don't hold as much in their grain bin as the John Deere's do. So I want to get them emptied out before we get to the end of the field, because we may have a big mess at the end of the field. I mean, it may end in shouting and tears. You never know. But, you know, you got to try. You got to do it. And we need to put this to the test, because we got a field that's, 4 or 5 times bigger than this one. That's going to be ready to harvest here in a couple of days. So, yes, we need for it to work. and we need for it to work correctly. So I think I've got faith in it. Let's just put it that way. But anyway, everything looks good so far. The chop straw mod is working great. So, oh yeah. If everything goes the way it should and the way that we have them programmed in, shouldn't take us too long at all to get this field done. But we'll just have to stay on top of them and keep them emptied out, and hopefully it all goes great. Alright, we'll go back here and get number 3. Yeah, the problem has been is the distancing. You know, they don't want to hold their convoy distance, and there was some type of a update done on that. I noticed it this morning. So I updated Courseplay, and we'll see how it works. I mean, we need for it to work. The reason I've got 4 in here instead of 5 is I just wanted to make sure that 4 was going to run before 5. Now we've run 3, but we've not run 4 yet, and we've not run 5. Now on FS22, 5 is the most that you can run. So, yeah, we just want to make sure that it's working right. And then, when it comes time to do our big field, we'll have 5 of them in there. So, but like I said, I just got faith in it, and it's going to work. Now, they are going to have to compensate for the width of this field. So this first pass, the turnaround on this first pass, yeah, it might be a little iffy. And we may have to end up shutting them down and restarting them. I don't know that. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So anyway, and this is what it's all about. Now they are staying, it looks like they're all staying pretty far apart. They're doing good. Now if it'll stay that way across this field, I am going to be beside myself. So anyway, I'll get up here. I want to get this lead harvester emptied out so that he can, you know, he can roll. He can go on while we're dealing with these others if we need to. So, all right. And this, I mean, you may have a different way of taking, unloading these harvesters, but basically this is the way that I do it. You start with number 1 and you just go right down the line. Try to keep them unloaded. So now this field, we had a 98% yield bonus on it, and we also have 100% fertilizer. So we should get a pretty good yield off of it. But we'll find out. All right. Now, while we're unloading this third harvester, we'll get an eyeball on that lead harvester and see that he goes over enough rows. So he'll go to the right, and he should leave enough room for these harvesters to come down and restart. So it's going to be, yeah, he should move over quite a bit. And he is working on it. He's working on it. And we'll go back here and get number 4. Now, if I have to stop any of them, well, if you stop one, you're going to stop them all. But the one that I'm thinking may have the trouble, and that would be number 4. But we'll see. And that's because of the field width, compensating for that field width. But it looks like, to me, that first harvester went over pretty well where he was supposed to. Now, we're not running lands. We're running just regular up and down. So we're going to pull over here, and we're just going to watch them all get turned around. Now, that lead harvester, as most of you probably know if you've used Courseplay, whenever he gets to where he needs to be unloaded, he will stop and back up a little bit, and then he'll cut into his right side so that we can get underneath his auger without having to get into the grain. So yeah, that should happen. So now whenever he does that, that means the rest of them are going to have to, you know, have a heads up and say, okay, number 1 stopped. We all got to stop now. And, you know, until he gets unloaded, until we get him unloaded. So, but this is where they're going to compensate for the field width. If they can complete this first task, this first turnaround, I think we've got it made. Now, what I do not expect is I do not expect for this number 4 harvester to have a complete row. He'll probably have a piece of a row, but it looks pretty full. Really, it looks about right. So anyway, we're going to get on around here because I have every reason to believe that number 4 will get turned around. And we're going to get up here and we're going to wait on number 1 to make sure he's going to do his job correctly. And what's more is to make sure that everybody else is going to stop. So anyway, it is looking great so far. I mean, very good. Very good. So anyway, I'll get back with you when the first harvester, number 1, as soon as he gets loaded, then I'll get back with you and show you how he's supposed to cut in. All right, our number one harvester has stopped and he is backing up. All right, now we should be able to get in beside him and unload him. Now, as I have told you before, but if you're new and just watching harvesting with Courseplay, you've got to kind of keep your wits about you right here, because whenever he gets empty, he's going to want to cut back over into his row. And if you're doing something else and not paying attention and don't back up soon enough, he will run over the top of you. Yeah, ask me how I know that. So, like right now, he's empty. But we'll back up. He's going to cut back in his row. It looks like everybody stopped just like they are supposed to. And I cannot tell you how happy I am to see this. I am very happy to see this. He is holding up, trying to gain his distance. Very good. Very good. So, it looks like whenever it comes time to do our big field, it looks like we're not going to have any problems. And that's a big plus for us. I'm telling you, I've been sweating it. I've been working with Courseplay a lot, trying to get it to work correctly. And so far, I couldn't be happier with how today is going. Yes, they are doing a fantastic job. So, anyway, we're going to go back here. We're going to get, this is the third harvester. We'll get him empty. We'll go back and we'll empty number 4. And then you start all over again. And you go back up and empty number 1 out. So, all right. Well, he's emptied out. We'll just cut around here, go get number 4. At this rate, 4 harvesters coming across here, it won't take us too long to run across 475 acres. Not at all. So, I am just completely ecstatic about this. Been a long time coming. It sure has. But the only thing that really bothers me any at all, and it looks like this number 4 harvester is taking a full swipe. So hopefully, they have accounted for the width of the field and everything will come out right at the end. That's what we want to happen anyway. So, but anyway, we've got him unloaded, and now we'll run up and we'll get number 1 again. All right. Well, everything has run flawlessly. I mean, just, I've not had to touch any of these harvesters. They are maintaining their distance everything is going perfect. I mean, yes. And if it keeps going like this, which I have no reason not to believe, yeah, we'll be across this field in no time. But as soon as I get a little more on this grain cart, then we're going to go and dump this into the mother bin or buffer cart, however you want to call it, or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to get our truck running. And the reason I don't already have the truck going is because I don't want him to stop. Once he starts, I want him to continue. So I think right now would just be a good time just to go get him started. And we'll get our pipe out. We'll get up here, dump this into the buffer cart. And that buffer cart, it will hold 1,000,000 liters. So we're going to jump out. We're going to come up here. We're going to start this guy because they've got to be started. And now we're going to go get our truck. All right. Now let's pull the HUD up on him. Field 9, I think, is where we want to go. Field 9 to the yard silo. We're going to load at 9, empty in yard silo. We're hauling canola. Let's just tell him to go after it. And he ought to get in here. He'll run up alongside that, open his tarps, and get him a load. And off to the yard silo he'll go. So let's see how this is going to work. All right, ease on up here. And keep in mind, I'm not driving this guy. He's doing all this himself. All right, now he should load the back hopper. There you go. Now he should put the tarp on, and he's off. All right. All right, we're going to go ahead and continue to chase our harvesters. And hopefully we'll carry enough grain over here to keep our truck going. I don't see why not. So we'll just get on with it. All right. Well, we're going to take this over and put it in our buffer cart. I don't know exactly where our truck's at, but we'll find out how much he's hauled here in a minute. This is a an upgrade. On both the truck and the trailer. The truck runs a little bit faster, and the trailer hauls a little bit more. I think the trailer will haul 60,000 liters at once. So, as you can tell, though, he's doing a good job, and he's flat hauling this grain now. So, yeah, he's definitely keeping up with us. And he might be hauling it faster than what we're hauling it over here, too. I don't know. So, but anyway, and also at the end of this video, or on the thumbnail, I will put on there how many liters of grain that we've hauled. So I will let you know for sure. I don't know because most of the fields on here were not fertilized 100%, and they definitely didn't have 98% yield bonus. So anyway, I don't know exactly what to expect. I really don't. I don't know. I'm thinking somewhere about around a 1,000,006 liters, maybe. That could be. So, but anyway, we're going to get up here and we're going to get ready to get this lead harvester, because he's probably getting close to being full. Yep, he is. He stopped and he's backing up. Now what we need to do is watch our other harvesters, make sure they adhere to that. They should stop. Now he's cutting in. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now he'll put his pipe out for us to unload. So this has really been an enjoyable harvest, with not having any problems whatsoever with our harvesters or Courseplay. Actually, we've never had any problems with our harvesters. It's always been with Courseplay. But as I have said time and time before, it's even still in beta. This isn't the final release. They're still going to continue to work on it, and it's just going to get better. So we can't, you know, if something hasn't been released yet, but yet we've got our hands on it and we can use it, we sure can't complain. Not at all. Not at all. So, but anyway, I'm going to get these harvesters unloaded and we'll just get on across this field. All right. Well, we've got more grain to dump in the buffer cart. And everything has just went absolutely great. I couldn't be more happier. As you can see, our truck is really hauling the grain. And this is why I wanted the buffer cart to be almost full. It didn't have to be full, but almost full, because I knew that that truck was going to out-haul me. So, and he is flat doing it. He is doing that. So I don't know where he's at right now. I would say probably somewhere between the yard silo and here. So anyway, he's going somewhere with that grain, isn't he? But anyway, we are flat getting across this field. And like I said, this was only 4 harvesters. When we do that big field, that huge field, and we'll have 5 of them running. So anyway, we're going to get over here and we're going to get this number 1 harvester emptied out. They're all doing great. But we want to empty him out before he starts up on that other row. It just gives him plenty of room to run, and for the rest of the harvesters to get turned around, and everything works a whole lot better. But anyway, I'll get back with you when we get a little farther along. That's where we're going to. It's where the green starts. So anyway, we'll get back with you in a moment. All right, looks like our truck is there loading. And looks like he's loading the second bin. And he's off again. Very good. Very good. Well, we've almost got this field completed. Almost. We've probably got, I don't know, a couple of more rounds and we'll have it done. So I'm going to go over here and get this lead harvester before he reaches the end of the field and get him offloaded, and then we'll just go right on down the line and get the rest of them offloaded. All right, well, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty here, and the last time I checked, our truck had hauled 1,380,000 liters, and that's not counting. That's just what our truck has hauled. That's not what's counting what's left in the buffer cart or this grain cart. So I would say that we're probably going to be up there in somewhere close to 2 million liters off this 475 acres, and that ain't bad. But anyway, our harvesters are working perfectly. I've not had to interfere. Everything has went just like clockwork, and that's the way it should be. I'm loving it. So anyway, I think we're going to get ready and call this a video. We'll have this field done in just a little while. I will, on the thumbnail, I will put on there how many liters that we harvested off of this field, the total number. So, as for me, the Dirt Road Farmer, I do believe that we will call it a video. If you've liked this content, please go down there and give me a like. I'd appreciate it. If you'd like to follow me and get a notification whenever I post new content, hit that subscribe button. You'll get a notification every time I post new content. If you'd like to share this video with someone, please do. But as for me, until tomorrow, as always, thank you for watching